Last hour, Andoni Iraola addresses his future amidst heavy Tottenham Hotspur links. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Amidst reports liking Andoni Iraola with a move to Tottenham Hotspur, the Spanish coach has now broken his silence on his future at Bournemouth and what he wants to achieve in the South Coast. Over recent weeks, various outlets have suggested that Spurs have already started considering candidates to replace Ange Postecoglou. It has been reported by a few sources that Andoni Iraola has emerged as Tottenham's top managerial target, should the club decide to part ways with the Australian at the end of the season. Some publications have revealed that Iraola's contract has a release clause of £10 million in his contract, but this is not expected to be a barrier for Spurs. Andoni Iraola breaks silence over his future amid Tottenham links. The rumours doing the rounds on the Cherries boss's plans at the end of the season are very encouraging from a Spurs perspective. It has been claimed recently that sources close to Iraola believe he is open to taking the Tottenham job. However, the 42-year-old has now insisted that his full focus for the time being remains on having a strong end to the season at Bournemouth. Iraola has now told The Independent, "I want to do my job the best I can. I don't know how far we can go, where we will finish. I want to do my job the best I can. If I don't do the job very well, they will find someone else. It's like this in every job." Around 2 weeks ago, Spurs Web relayed a report which claimed that Daniel Levy has informed Postecoglou he needs European qualification to save his Tottenham job. However, other reliable outlets are not sure if even winning the Europa League would be enough for the 59-year-old to do so. It was reported by The Athletic last week that no matter what happens in the Europa League, Postecoglou's future at the club is in serious doubt beyond the summer. Tottenham Hotspur are gearing up for a crucial summer transfer window, with the club determined to reinforce its attacking firepower after a lackluster campaign. One of Spurs' top priorities is securing a marquee striker, and Lille's Jonathan David has emerged as a prime target. David, whose contract with Lille expires at the end of the season, is set to become one of the most sought-after free agents in Europe. Spurs have been monitoring David's situation since January, and according to the iPaper, they are eager to bring the Canadian striker to North London. However, Spurs face stiff competition, with Manchester United, Newcastle and Inter Milan all closely monitoring the 24-year-old forward. Born in Brooklyn, New York, but representing Canada at the international level, David first made his mark with Belgian side Gent, where he announced himself by scoring on his professional debut. His consistent displays soon earned him a £25 million move to Lille in 2020, making him the most expensive Canadian footballer in history. David wasted no time improving his worth in League One, playing a key role in Lille's stunning 2020-21 title-winning campaign, where his crucial winner against Paris Saint-Germain helped secure the club's first league triumph in a decade. Over the years, he has continued to impress, netting 24 league goals in the 2022-23 season and following it up with 19 in the next campaign. His form this season has been outstanding, contributing 23 goals and 10 assists in 41 appearances across all competitions. Tottenham's interest in David is a clear sign of the club's ambition to rebuild after a turbulent season. However, much will depend on the club's managerial situation, as uncertainty looms over Ange Postecoglou's future. It has been reported that Spurs are among clubs in active and concrete talks with the player regarding a summer move. Should Spurs secure David's signature, it would represent one of the smartest moves of the summer, adding a proven goalscorer to their attacking ranks without breaking the bank. Bayern Munich could recall Mathys Tel early from Tottenham Hotspur loan. A report from Germany has explained that Bayern Munich may be short of options for a marquee competition coming up in a couple of months, and they are thus considering a decision regarding Mathys Tel, which Tottenham will not be pleased with. Tel is still getting adjusted to life at Spurs, having arrived at the club towards the end of the January window, in the middle of an extremely challenging season. Tottenham have a £45 million option to buy the forward this summer, but the 19-year-old is yet to really show signs that he is worth that kind of fee. However, that does not seem to be a matter of big concern at Hotspur Way, as Ange Postecoglou has confidently asserted that Tel will be a success at Spurs. Kicker have now pointed out that Bayern faces a tricky situation while preparing for this summer's Club World Cup, which will be played in the United States in June. The Bavarian side begins their campaign with a quarter-final clash in Orlando on June 11th, but they face being without many of their internationals as Germany, France and Portugal are in Nations League action at the time. As a result, the Bundesliga side are short of numbers and could thus decide to prematurely recall the players who they have sent out on loan. Tell is one of those, but the outlet makes it clear that Tottenham Hotspur can deny Bayern the opportunity to recall the forward by activating the option to buy the player permanently. This update from Kicker comes just a few days after another report from Germany explained the stance of Vincent Kompany's men on the French forward. It was reported that Bayern are desperate for Tottenham to activate the option to buy Tell permanently at the end of the season. It was explained that the German club are prioritising signing a backup striker for Harry Kane and are hoping that the move will be funded by the sale of Tell to Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur have just learned that one of their Premier League rivals is determined to win the race for striker target Liam Delap. The Lily-Whites have also been told how much they would have to pay to sign the centre-forward. While Delap was always rated highly while coming through the ranks at Manchester City, the youngster had to swap the Etihad Stadium for Ipswich last summer in order to prove himself at the highest level. He has done that in style, with the 22-year-old having found the back of the net 10 times in the Premier League this season, despite the Tractor Boys' ongoing struggles. His displays have allegedly alerted Tottenham, with various reports claiming over recent weeks that Spurs are keen on securing Delap's services this summer. But the Lily-Whites have now learned that they will face one big challenger in their attempts to sign the youngster. TBR Football reveal that Newcastle United have now entered the race to sign the Ipswich man ahead of the summer. While the Magpies want to keep hold of Alexander Isak, they are looking to replace Callum Wilson and are currently assessing various options. The report says that Delap is a player Newcastle have done a lot of work on, and they are now ready to challenge for his signature. Interestingly, the publication says that the Manchester City Academy graduate is open to moving to Tyneside, with Ipswich thought to value him at £40 million ahead of the summer. TBR Football make it clear that Newcastle will not find a deal for Delap to be straightforward, as plenty of other clubs are also keen on his services. One of these is Tottenham Hotspur, who along with Arsenal, Liverpool and Man United have all held talks with the players' camp ahead of the summer. Additionally, Chelsea are also huge admirers of the centre-forward, with the Blues having explored a deal for the Ipswich man during the January window. That wraps up today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest content. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow the Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for tuning in, and as ever, come on you Spurs.